Do you see yourself as a capitalist or as a socialist?
No, I don't see myself as a capitalist.
Yeah. Wow.
But for me, socialism is the right way to go.
Really?
Yes. The capitalism they are practicing in Nigeria is cannibalism.
Yeah.
Which is that 5 people have more money than 130 million people.
No, not really.
No,
really.
it is.
This is where I
Nigeria
disagree,
is a capitalist state.
No, it's not.
What is it? Then 5 people should not have been richer than 100.
But that's not that's my point. But that's my point.
Nigeria.
If the markets are driving,
it's the market.
No, the markets are not in Nigeria. No.
I mean, why are we spending billions to elect a person in 2023? It's because government is more important
that's socialism.
How many people do you know that floater wave is employed now?
I don't know about the history.
Do your research first before you say it in public.
No, but my point.
Because they are not. If you say to me, I don't know how to define Nigeria, maybe that's safer. But for you to say that Nigeria is a socialist state,
I think
but the nomenclature, even the proper nomenclature today, is capitalist. Nigeria is a capitalist state.
No, I really disagree with you in the sense that. Yeah. I wanna talk to you about, because I saw a video where you were talking about capitalism and socialism.
Yeah.
I struggle to understand where you stood on the issue of capitalism and socialism. So I want to delve into that topic with you. Do you see yourself as a capitalist or as a socialist?
No, I don't see myself as a capitalist.
Why?
I suck at it.
Really?
If I was a capitalist, I would have made a lot of money. What I founded, Sahara reporters would have gone straight for making money.
Yeah.
I would probably own an island and be living on it by now.
Yeah.
But for me, socialism is the right way to go.
Really?
Yes. And it is to the extent that I believe in the dynamism of it. I am in favor of the social democrats of the Nordic states, for instance, Norway, Denmark, and the rest of them.
Scandinavian
who are practicing, socialism.
Yeah.
They practice socialism. Everything in their country belongs to their people. The leaders keep it and hold it for the people. There is free education in those countries.
Yeah.
Free healthcare. Even their prisons are better than our houses.
Of course.
Here.
Yeah. Yes.
So that Nordic type of socialism where you sharply invest in your people to the extent that they can compete with capitalist states. I also have understudied the U.S. system and know that it's not a strictly capitalistic system as people want you to believe, because the social inputs, the socialism inputs of even the U.S. state is significant in the sense that the poor is not just left at the mercy of weather and climate. That's the geographical way to put it. The U.S. as capitalist, as it might want to sound, is going to help people pay their school loans.
Yeah,
it's going to provide some kind of medical policy for people who don't earn a certain amount of money to have free healthcare. People who cannot feed themselves have food stamps. People who can't take care of themselves during COVID era are supported. I was based in Nigeria throughout COVID. I got a call from my accountant to clear a backlog of money sent by the U.S. to my account. I'm not even a U.S. citizen. I'm just a green card holder.
Yeah. And
the monies are almost $3,000. Meanwhile, while I was here during COVID, it was the time they broke my nose, the police. I never got anything. I was just restricted here. They were monitoring me. They were attacking me on a daily basis. Yeah. But the country whose government I have no allegiance to because I'm not a citizen was concerned about my well-being. So when you talk about socialism, the U.S. is a mixture of both capitalist states and that has socialism input. Otherwise, the U.S. state would have exploded if the poor was allowed to if the rich was allowed to ride roughshod on the poor. But my idea of Nigeria is not U.S. kind of capitalism. I've explained to you where I drive inspiration. So I'm on the socialist side of the spectrum.
I kind of disagree with you, not even kind of, because when you think of socialism, you think of the evils of whether it's Leninism or Stalin or Marxism, or when you think of the fact that millions were killed to try to actualize this idea of socialism.
Maybe you're looking at more at communism,
No, communism is the end goal.
Yeah, no.
But
a socialist state.
Yeah. Which is what you want, right?
Yes. It's like Brazil of today.
But that's not really a socialist state.
No, it is.
I think it's a
Lula.
Yeah, da Silva.
Yes, da Silva just won.
Yeah.
The reason he won was because he practiced almost strictly socialism.
No.
Okay. So these things evolve. They are dynamic.
Yeah.
That's why there's Nordic socialism, which I was breaking it down to you, so that you can have a peep into my kind of socialism, where people get free education, free healthcare. Resources belong to the people, not a few.
Yeah.
The capitalism they are practicing in Nigeria is cannibalism. Which is that 5 people have more money than 130 million people.
Yeah.
A capitalism that pushed 130 million citizens into extreme poverty is not the one I want to carry on with. And there are ample examples elsewhere, strategies elsewhere that I have explained to you. The one that is really killing people now in our country is the capitalism of Nigeria today. Because those 130 million people are people without jobs, without health insurance, without possibilities of sending their children to school. 20 million kids are out of school. The ones that closes down university, the ones that can't refine his oil, and several other evils, because you mentioned evil. Whatever is being practiced here in Nigeria today is called socialism. I mean, it's capitalism.
No, not really.
No,
really.
it is.
This is where I disagree.
Nigeria is a capitalist state.
No, it's not. It's not.
What is it?
You know why I say Nigeria is not?
No, tell me.
Most things in Nigeria are being controlled by the government.
So what's that?
That's socialism.
No, it's not.
No, but capitalism is where entrepreneurs.
No,
people for example, what capitalism is the fact that you began Sahara Reporters. That's capitalism.
Yeah, it's not.
You have an idea in your room. I think that's where you said in the room. In your room with a laptop.
I don't control.
We can check the dictionary definition.
No,
capitalism really is government control.
It is not.
Not capitalism. Socialism. That's what socialism means.
If
government control.
Is socialism. Then the US would be a perfect example of a socialist.
No,
state.
not really. Because Apple, Amazon.
No. Because the
that's capitalism
the
at
government
work.
controls everything in the US.
No, not really.
Including when the government of the US wants to break up Amazon, it will go after it and break it up.
But
because there is state control over everything. Including your house, the water you drink, electricity. It's controlled by the US state.
Let's take an example, right?
So if the narrow definition of socialism is just state control, then US should be number one on your
maybe we need to define.
horizon.
Maybe we need to check what Oxford defines that. But my point is that look at, for example, Nigeria, right?
Yes.
The Nigerian government controls airports in Nigeria.
The US government does too.
Yeah, but in US you have the fact that in America and UK,
you know why?
What happened? You know what?
You know why?
You know what?
Let me explain to you.
Yeah.
There was a time one of these Arab states wanted to buy the US ports.
Yeah.
And control the US ports in
national security reasons.
Yes, it's not national. It's because no matter how they hide, what they are telling you is that when it comes to our own resources, our national affairs, we control stuff.
That's different. But
it's not different.
What I mean is, my point is,
to the point that the US is a police state, for that matter. You understand, in the sense that they control. The US is a control freak when it comes to to regulations.
I think for me, one of the things I point.
So you cannot call Nigeria a socialist state. You cannot call US a socialist state. I think it's what is driving the economy. If it's the markets that drive the economy,
that's capitalism.
Yes. So I am telling you that if that's the case, then 5 people should not have been richer than 100.
But that's my point. But that's my point. If the markets are driving,
it's the markets.
No, the markets are not in Nigeria. No,
the markets are driving everything.
No, not in Nigeria.
You understand?
Not in Nigeria.
The markets are driving everything because it is the private sector. You understand?
Okay.
That is the most important thing to the Nigerian government, and this thing came by way of the economic policies that we undertook since the 80s.
Yeah.
The structural adjustment program.
Yes.
We are tied to
yes.
the World Bank. We're tied to the IMF policies. That hasn't changed. And they are here to do the bidding of capitalism. They turn the state and call it a capitalist state. Maybe I would agree with you. If you said to me, I don't know how to define Nigeria, maybe that's safer. But for you to say that Nigeria is a socialist state,
no, because whenever I look at Nigeria, I look at the fact that the government
let's agree that we are confused about where Nigeria
I think it's a question of nomenclature, right? I think it's a question of nomenclature.
Even the proper nomenclature today, is capitalist. Nigeria is a capitalist state.
No, I really disagree with you in the sense that whenever I look at Nigeria, like I see a government that is stifling entrepreneurship. I see a government that, in agreement to you, right?
There's no entrepreneurship here.
Exactly.
That is not free. You understand? What you might argue is that maybe they adopted a method, and they didn't buy the spare parts for it. So and then it becomes confusing to them. But the moment you accept the structural adjustment program and policies of the World Bank and the IMF, the Bretton Woods organizations, and they have their representation, they dictate your economy, they help you get loans and all that. You are practicing what they preach and what they want. So it's a socialist state. It's different in that regard. What I'm saying is that if you want to call government control, if that's your definition of socialism, then you better go and choose the US.
Yeah, I think for me,
as number one state, because they're a control freak when it comes to how the US even controls inflation. They just passed a law known as the Inflation Reduction Act. If they want to be a capitalist state, they would allow the market forces to be running.
To
handle the inflation.
I think that's been a bit academic in the sense that you cannot have.
Socialism and capitalism is also very academic.
Yeah, you cannot have anyone as a clear cut. You're always going to have a combination of both. Like you said, a hybrid, right? Yeah. You're always going to have a hybrid of both.
So that's why I'm telling you that I'm dynamic. I'm on the dynamic side of socialism in a sense that, it's not a private sector driven economy.
Yeah.
But it's an economy that allows private participation.
Yeah.
That's maybe the easier way to.
On that we can agree because for me, I think what defines your argument or what I agree on is the fact that Nordic type is the best type.
Yeah.
The one practiced by Norway and other Scandinavian countries. That's the best type of
socialism
that we. No, the reason why I don't like that word is when you think of the ills or the people that die.
No, because you are defining it. You are defining it one way. Yeah. And the one way you're defining it is that you're looking at this, the socialism of the Soviet Union and China. And how many people died. But that word, you also forgotten that the capitalist system probably killed more people. Because these are the same people that also dropped an atomic bomb.
Yeah, Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And tell me how many socialist states have gone to war more than America?
Yeah. Well, okay.
Since
How many? Do you know how many people that Amazon employs? Walmart, for example.
I don't know.
I mean, look at what Flutterwave is doing in Nigeria.
Yes.
These are ideas of entrepreneurs that have changed.
So how many people do you know that Flutterwave is employed in Nigeria?
I don't know the history of
Nigeria. Do your research first before you say it in public.
No, my point.
Because they are not even look. Yeah. I've been in the tech sector. Yeah. On a low level because I'm not coding. Anything. But there's a way tech is promoted too that makes it sound like it governs everything. I'm a tech enthusiast, like I believe that the future relies on technology. But I also know that the future of technology is being shaped by political forces as well.
Yes, true.
You understand? For instance, the wage for Amazon workers in the US is different from their wage elsewhere.
Of course,
because the goal is to make profit.
Yeah.
The goal is not to change the world.
Yeah.
My goal is to change my world.
And this is where I agree with you that there should be an intersection between the government and the private individual, in the sense that, for example, in America, the reason why the rates are higher is because the government determines what the rate is.
Exactly. Why don't the government allow
apply the same in Nigeria? If you are president, right, you will be able to determine and say to Amazon or Flutterwave or any other entrepreneur, if you're going to do this is how much you should pay your employees.
Exactly. So that's what I'm telling you, that is socialism right there. Is that you think about the welfare and well-being of your citizens as your top priority, and resources that come to your country as their own, that is jointly owned, not owned by a few people. Whatever the US cannot get from Amazon by controlling them, and they regulate them a lot, they do by way of taxes. They ensure that Amazon doesn't pay slave wages to their citizens. Of course. In relation to the same thing with Europe. Europe is even like more stringent. They do it. They tell them
tax, emissions,
they
and
do all
that.
kinds of things to them. They find them over antitrust. India is doing the same thing with them now because they need a bigger part of the pile to go to their citizens.
No, I agree. I agree on that.
And that's the goal of
my kind of socialism. That's why I say maybe it's a question of nomenclature.
It's not a socialism of extermination.
No, of course you can't.
Opponents of the government.
Yeah, you can't have entrepreneurs running roughshod over the economy. You need the government to oversee.
So you have to separate socialism from fascism.
Of course, yes.
Because there are a lot of fascist social states. Capitalist states too.
Yes, I agree. For me, my point, and this is where we agree on, is that yes, you have entrepreneurs, but you need a capable government overseeing.
You need more government, and why are we spending billions to elect a person in 2023? It's because government is more important than
that's socialism.
So government, the US doesn't spend money
but this is where Republicans differ with Democrats in America. Republicans want less government, Democrats want more government.
No, the Republicans tell you they want less government, but it has been shown that each time they get into power, they put in more people. The government gets bigger and bigger because of the defense industry. And the fact that they're always hungry for war.
That's a different ballgame. We can be on that topic for hours. The military industrial complex and all of that. Let me go to the